I was given a CD by a couple that we met on a cruise years ago, the Bakers. A beautiful CD called Beautiful Dreamer of many popular performers doing Stephen Foster music. And I had always loved his music, but when I heard it all together as one collection, it really hit home on me that, boy, his music just should be heard by more people. And I looked into a story and reading a few articles and whatnot that I found on the internet, and ran into Rick and Kathy. Met Kathy through Rick at a theater production that Joe and I were involved in with Rick, and just started talking it up with him. And we probably talked about it for 2 years before it actually ever happened. And Rick and Kathy just sat down and wrote this beautiful play and wove in these songs of Stephen Foster, and it's magical. I have so many people that I know that have seen the play have just commented on how they're just emotionally drawn into this thing right on the get-go. That he had a way his melodies would get into your heart and really grab something that very few other songwriters in his day or even now are able to do. Beautiful, beautiful melodies.
Why not? He's a cornerstone of American folk music and popular music. It's American history right there. He resonates with us. The first song I ever learned was "Oh Susanna" on harmonica when I was like in 5th grade. He's the beginning for us in America of a composer putting forth Americana music. I'm so glad to have had the chance to meet other artists, particularly the Dady brothers and John's lovely daughter Mara. But many years ago, artists collaborating, we were doing a production at Jiva Theater in Rochester, and both John and Joe were going, geez, I wish somebody had done a play about Stephen Foster. His music is just so good, and people, they don't embrace it fully, how brilliant this guy was. And the more we started researching him, oh, what a story. And it became richer from the music, and nobody provides better music than the Dadys, all together. And they do a great job of representing Stephen Foster's music. Incredible.
Nellie was a lady, last night she died. Toll the bell for lovely Nell, my dark Virginia bride.
Banjo. Well, Stephen Foster legitimized the banjo. He brought it to the fore. He made it popular. African Americans brought it as slaves, and they played on the plantation. It got picked up from there. But because Stephen Foster brought the popularity to the banjo, I think there was a mass movement towards people learning how to play the banjo. You hear the banjo at so many places in American music, but this is the place where it started. This is where the banjo became a mass thing. Everybody needed to get a banjo. When these songs started happening, it was like a kind of a phenomenon.
Oh, comrades, fill no glass for me to drown my soul in liquid flame. For if I drank, the toast should be to blighted fortune, health, and fame.
Way down upon the Swanee River.
They wanted a woman's voice for some of these songs, and I was happy to do it. I love working with my dad and my Uncle Joe and Rick. I knew some of these songs already, but some of them I had to learn, and they weren't that easy to learn, but I was happy to do it. One in particular, Gentle Annie, really touched me. It's about a young girl who was killed by a dray, by a horse and carriage. And Stephen Foster, it was a neighbor of his, and he went over to comfort the family the night that it happened. And that was a song that I really had to crawl into, and that really pulled me into this play.
Don't you cry for me, for I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me, 'cause I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee.
This is going to be a combination CD release, but also a performance of Beautiful Dreamer, side-by-side production written by Richard and Kathy Berry, and performed by myself, my brother, the Dady brothers, along with my daughter Mara, at Monroe Community College on Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, 7:30. It's a production of MCC, Department of Visual and Performing Arts. Show's at 7:30. It's at the theater at MCC, Building 4 and Parking Lot F. This is free to the public and students. It's a funded program. So, and we're also releasing the CD of the songs that are on the are in the show.
Gwine run all night, gwine run all day. Bet my money on the bobtail name, somebody bet on the bay. Camptown ladies sing the song, doo-dah, doo-dah. Camptown racetrack 5 miles long, oh the doo-dah day. Come down there with my hat caved in, doo-dah, doo-dah. Come back home with my pocket full of tin, oh the doo-dah day. Wine run all night, wine run all day. Bet my money on a bobtail nag, somebody bet on the bay. Wine run all night, wine run all day. Bet my money on a bobtail nag, somebody bet on the bay.